So you feel like you guys have some options though for what you want to do on the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, really in 2012, now we had a little bit better offense,
Yeah.
but Hayes, Breedlove, and Gunner were our three guys out of the chute, and really all those three guys were inexperienced on that weekend. With Downs, Hahn, and Frawley, options with Caselli. Mike Cornacher is a guy that is coming off of just a little bit of an injury, in the off season. But if he gets healthy, he's going to be in the mix to, do some midweek pitching and potentially be a guy that could get on the weekend. So we feel like we've got some depth and some options. Hopefully we don't have to go to some of those options, and that means that our guys are getting the job done. But our bullpen is going to be much better, and with a lot more, we got some left-handed options out of that as well. So, we won't have to rely on starters going maybe as deep, which we didn't in 2012. I mean, there were days that, Joe Hayes would get into the fifth and he handed off, and also, I think that helps with the starters feeling like it's not going to be totally on their shoulders as well.
Right. You mentioned some guys, last year on the staff who, pitched a little bit, who you guys are, really relying on more this year. Have you seen some growth from guys like Frawley and Hahn and some
I
of
think
those others?
so. A lot of that is just getting control, and even more of it is just getting used to the different league. Because I know my first year here is that jump from just high school here or going from JUCO to here is going to be huge. So just having that experience, I think, is really going to help. Especially Frawley was a freshman last year, so.
Yeah.
And I think what that's done is they figured out the pitches hit the zone a lot more, and I think that's really going to help out this year.
Yeah. Is there still some spots to be won, I guess, right? I mean, as far as the pitching goes, and who slides in where?
It's really open, but I think that's good because that's going to make everyone else better.
Yeah.
That competition for the spots. When you have to put your best effort there to get a spot from a play, that's going to bring out the best in the guy next to you too. And I don't think we see that as a negative thing. I think we see that as just knowing that we want to make the team better, not as a competition as to bring other people down, but really just trying to make that team get to the next level.
Yeah. Frawley's looked a lot better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's command, slowing the game down a little bit for him, and he's got some out pitches.
Yeah.
So, he's got some really good stuff, but we like him on the Sunday, just with Downs and Hahn having a little bit more experience. So it really could be a good setup, especially if the 1 and 2 guys are getting their job done and setting it up for following.
Hahn had a little bit of success last year. You're hoping for a little bit more consistent?
Yeah, he showed flashes, and then that's what we're looking for, is a little bit of consistency. He had a really good fall. He had 1 walk and 19 strikeouts, I think, in 15 innings. So, building off of that, he had a great summer of work, stayed here on campus and worked with our strength coach, Grant Geib, and I think he's built a good foundation of confidence, and he's built himself a pretty good window of opportunity as well.
Just quickly, who are you looking at certain spots in the bullpen? Anybody in particular at this time, or is it still open a little bit?
Well, it's going to be open, but you've got Eichmann and Gibbs,
right.
Where we had to use them a little bit maybe towards the end of the ball game. They're probably not end of the game close type guys, and that's where Bryant and Caselli could wind up helping us a little bit. Eichmann and Gibbs then can be more kind of bridge guys, maybe even first guys, out of the bullpen. Again, Cornacher, if he gets healthy, I think we can serve that role. Kyle Wood is going to be used in short innings, maybe a little bit closer to the end of the ball game, and he's looked definitely better. And from the left-hand side, I think we've got some options. Rob Woodcock, again, an older guy that's had some Division I experience in the program, and Kyle Van Hook has looked pretty well as a freshman, just a different look. So I think it gives us a few more lefties to work with. And then you've got, your hard throwers and Kenny and McElroy that can do some things. Lutz has had, a lot of opportunity, and so he's a guy that we have a lot of trust in. So again, I think we do have a lot of options, and it's building up to a point where some of that, having a Nick Wickren at the beginning of the season is a little bit of a luxury, but Wickren's first year here, I mean, it wasn't a solidified closer role. It was his second year because he had earned that. I think that's a little bit of a luxury. So hopefully throughout the year, some of that will evolve and kind of figure itself out.